In this lesson video, we will cover a more advanced technique for creating cell references called named reference. If you need to use a cell reference repeatedly, it will be inconvenient to have to type the same cell reference over and over again. In Excel, you can shorten and manage cell references easier by giving them custom names. For example, let's reopen the year 2021 file. Suppose we want to name all cells in row incomes from January to December. To do this, we need to select the cells first. Then open the Formulas menu and click on this Define Name button. The new name window will open. The first thing you need to pay attention to is the Scope option here. This option is important because it will determine the scope of the name that you want to create. Each name that you create in Excel can have two types of scopes. Is it at the workbook level or at the worksheet level? In general, you want the scope of your cell reference names to always be at the workbook level. Why? Because with this, every worksheet in the workbook will be able to access it easily. For this, you must set this option to Workbook. If you choose something else, for example, Report 2021, or Summary, or Growth, then the name will be at the worksheet level. Names that are stored in a worksheet can be difficult to access from other worksheets. Again, for the name scope, you should always choose the workbook level unless you have a specific reason for using the worksheet level. After we set the scope, we now need to define the name. For the naming, there are some rules that you must pay attention to. First, the name must begin with a letter, not numbers. So, you are not allowed to make a name 2021 incomes, for example. Second, the name must not contain spaces or minus symbols. If you need a separator, you can use the underscore instead. The last rule is not to use the same name that already existed. Of course, identical names will cause conflict. For now, let's name it incomes_2021. Just make it all lowercase to make it easier for us to use it later. Then, for the comment entry, you can put any text you want. The purpose of this text is to provide a description for the name you are creating. This description will be very useful if you are working with other people so that they can understand what the name is all about. For example, let's just enter the text, the income values of 2021. Then, at the bottom, you can see the original cell reference which will be represented by the name above. Essentially, after the name is created, every time you type this name, Excel will convert it into the cell reference below. If you are done, just press OK here. Let's create another name for the costs values. Select these cells. Next, instead of using the menu above, we can also right-click in the selection area. Then select Define Name here. So, that is another way to create a name. Next, let's use the name costs_2021. Just like the previous one, we also use lowercase for all the letters. For scope, we will stick with the workbook level. Then click OK. Next, just to give you an example, so we can understand the difference between names that exist in the workbook scope and the names in the worksheet scope, we can select these Profits cells. Then click Define Name. We'll just use the name Profits for this, all in lowercase. We want this name to have a different scope, so change it to Report 2021. Basically, this is the worksheet where we want to store the name. Then click OK. Now, let's discuss how to access names in Excel. For example, currently, we are now in the Summary worksheet. We want to calculate the total value of the incomes in the worksheet Report 2021. To use the sum function, we can press Alt equal. Then, to call the name that we have created earlier, we can use the suggestion list. To do this, we can type in. We can see the name incomes_2021 appears here. The description that we typed earlier also appears on the right side. We can distinguish between a named cell reference and a function by their icons. The function has an fx symbol like this. whereas a named reference has a white and blue cell symbol like this. Select the name with the arrow keys, then press the Tab key. After that, press Enter to confirm. Another way to access names is with the shortcut F3. For example, let's select cell B3 now. Press Alt =. By default, Excel selects the cells above or to the left that contain data. Of course, we don't want to use cell B2, so just delete it. Now, in this state, instead of typing the name, just press F3. A window called Paste Name will open. Select COSAS_2021 from this list, and then you can press the OK button. Or you can just double-click on the name. You can see the name has already been typed by Excel. Next, you can press Enter to validate the formula. So again, in conclusion, to use named references, you can use the suggestion list method by typing the first part of the name you want, or by pressing F3 to open the Paste Name window. Now, what about the reference named Profits that we made earlier? Remember that name is in a worksheet scope. If you go back to the Report 2021 worksheet and press F3, we can see the name Profits on this list. But if you are in the Summary worksheet, when you press F3, you will not find the name Profits on the list. So, does this mean we cannot use a name from another worksheet? The answer is we can use it, but with extra effort. That is, we have to type in the worksheet's name first, then an exclamation symbol, then the reference name. Yes, it is more troublesome, which is why I prefer not to use it. Or you can also do this. After you type the equal symbol, then type sum, and the open bracket, we can click on the Report 2021 worksheet. While the worksheet opened like this, press F3. You can see the name Profits now appears. Just double-click on the name, then press Enter. Now the named reference Profits has been typed by Excel. And different from the two formulas above, the one below includes the name of the worksheet at the beginning. When you create a lot of names in your workbook, eventually you need a way to manage them. For this, you can use a special window called Name Manager. To access this window, you can open the Formulas menu and click on the Name Manager button. Or you can also access it via the Ctrl F3 shortcut. In this window, there are many things that you can do. First, you can create a new named reference by clicking this new button. This will open the new name window we have discussed earlier. Then, if you want to erase a name, for example, you want to remove the COSAS_2021 name, just select the name from this list, then click the Delete button. Then click OK to confirm. Next, suppose you want to change the name that you have created. You want to change the name Incomes_2021 to Revenue, for example. First, click on the name on this list, then click the Edit button. Change the name as you wish. After that, press the OK button. And the name now has changed. Before I end this video, there is one important thing that you need to know when making changes and deleting named references. If you open the Summary worksheet again, notice what happens to the formula in cell B2. Automatically, all references that use the name Incomes_2021 change to Revenue. But if you look at cell B3, the formula generates an error. This is because when we erase a name, that name will not be replaced by Excel with its cell address. So in conclusion, you can safely change the names, but you need to be extra careful when removing them. Because if you do, Excel does not automatically replace them and so will typically generate errors.